Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be doing another video with Build a Boat for Treasure. Yes, I know, finally. And today we're actually going to be adding a build system, or not really a build system, but allow you to do multiple place down multiple blocks. Instead of just being able to place down wood, you can place down like wooden bricks. So yeah, let's get straight into this. So the first thing that we're going to do is let's actually make the different object. So I am just going to duplicate this wood, and I'm going to make a brick, or bricks, I guess. Should I name it brick or bricks? I mean, the block is multiple bricks, so I'm just going to name it bricks. Okay. So in this, actually let's put this into workspace so we can see it. So this is what it looks like right now, and that's not what we want it to look like. So we're going to go into the root, and we're going to change the material to all the way up brick. And we can just change this color to like really red. That is, I know you can't see what I'm doing, but just pick the really red. It's 25500, and that looks pretty much like a brick. I mean, bricks aren't totally like just red, but like as best as you can get. Okay, so let's put this back in. Okay, so now that that's in, since this video would take it would take like at least 2 episodes to make a the menu for the build system. I did something nice for you guys, and I made a model for it. Yay, model. Okay, so the model, how you get to it is you go to view, and then toolbox, and then just download it in the description, and it'll be on your toolbox, and then you can just drag it in, and then it'll be in your workspace, and just drag that into your starter GUI. Then it'll already have the bricks and the wood. You know what? I don't know. Should we name it brick or bricks? I guess because it's like one block of brick, we should just name it brick, because that'll make more sense. But I don't know. You guys can do whatever you want. I'm just gonna name it brick. Okay, so this is all good. There is a object value named block, a scrolling frame, and a brick and wood. They just have a simple local script that says when it's clicked, it'll set this thing right here to this. And yeah. So, and this value doesn't change right now. Okay. So we're pretty much gonna, go into here. Okay. So we're pretty much gonna redo the script and the local script like entirely. So I am just gonna get rid of these for now. Okay, let's start in the local script. So the first thing that we're gonna do is set all our variables. So local player is equal to game.players.localPlayer. And we're gonna get the character, so local char is equal to player.character. Oh my gosh, what did I just do? Okay. .character. And we're gonna get the mouse, so local mouse is equal to player get mouse. And then we're gonna get the camera, so local camera is equal to workspace.current camera. And we're gonna make a boolean that is gonna be named equipped, and that is gonna be equal to false. We're gonna make an object which at the start is going to be nothing, which is nil, or nil, which is nothing, and we're going to make another boolean called can spawn, and that is equal to true. And a boolean is just a true or false value. Okay. So let's start with the main function that we're gonna use like all the time in this. Well, not all the time, but it's like a main thing. And we're gonna say, local function find. Oh my gosh, what is wrong? Okay, pause. Find pause. And in this, we're gonna say if mouse dot target or mouse dot target. So we're saying if there is a if the mouse is pointing to a target. So like if the mouse is pointing to this green thing right here, this green little patch of land, then it will then this if statement, then everything inside this if statement will run. Okay, I can't say words. Okay. So we're gonna set two variables, or really three, but okay. So local unit array is equal to camera screen point to ray mouse dot x mouse dot y, and local ray cast params is equal to ray cast params dot new. Okay. And then we're gonna set the value, like the stuff for the ray cast params. So we're gonna say ray cast. Oh my gosh, make sure it doesn't go to capital because that's just like a built-in thing. So we want to do lowercase r, and we're gonna say ray cast params dot filter type equals enum dot ray cast filter type dot blacklist. And we're gonna say raycast params. Oh my gosh, I keep doing the capital. Raycast params, not capital, dot filter descendants instances. That's hard to say. And we're gonna set that equal to a list that contains the character and the object. So the block that we're the block basically. So like if we're holding out a brick, the brick. Yeah, okay. So look, and then we're gonna set a ray. That's gonna be local ray is equal to workspace raycast, and it is gonna take in the unit ray origin. So unit ray dot origin, unit ray dot direction, and then you can put the max distance. I'm just gonna put it to 250, and then raycast params. Okay. Now we're gonna say if ray, then so if ray return true, then we're gonna return ray dot position ray dot instance and ray dot normal. Okay, so now we're gonna make the equipped function. Okay, so we're gonna say script dot parent dot equipped connect function, and then in this function we're gonna say player dot player GUI dot build dot scrolling frame, and I'll explain this later, dot visible is equal to true. Okay, so what that's doing is it's going to the player's build, this thing, then it's going to the scrolling frame, and then it's setting visible to false. So Like, this is what it starts out as, and then it goes to false. So I'm just going to set it to invisible at the start because, well, you don't really want to see it at the start. So we're going to do that. And then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to set equipped to true. And we're going to set object equal to game.replicated storage dot objects find first child player dot player GUI dot build dot block dot value dot name clone. That is like the longest thing you'll ever, that's the longest line you'll ever have to write. Okay. So it's setting the object to the games, so like it's going through here, it's going through this folder, and it's trying to decide which one to pick. So it goes through the player's build UI, so this thing, then it looks at this block value, and it sees that the name is wood. So it decides, okay, so this is also named wood. This is what we want. And yeah. And it clones that. So now we're going to say object dot parent is equal to workspace. Object dot primary part dot can collide is equal to false. Object dot primary part dot transparency is equal to 0.25. That can be your preference because I just think that it's pretty good to do that. And yeah. So now we're gonna make another function, and it's gonna, or we're not making it, but this is when you click with the when you have the tool out. This is what happens when you click. Okay. So it's gonna be script dot parent dot activated connect function, and we're gonna say if can spawn, then can spawn equals false. Then we're gonna say local pause target and normal are equal to find pause. And you have to do it this way exactly because find pause returns 3 values. So if you don't have it this way and you only have like pause there, then it'll set it'll set pause to all of these 3 values instead of setting pause to position, target to instance, and normal to normal. It'll just set pause to all of these. So yeah. Now we are gonna say local block is equal to game dot replicated storage dot objects find first child player dot player GUI dot block dot build dot block dot value dot name. And that is what the current block is. And we're going to say script dot parent dot remote event, and it is referring to this remote event. So script dot parent, so script dot parent dot remote event. Look at my, if you don't understand, look at my mouse. This is the script, this is the parent, and then it's going to this remote event. Okay. Then we're going to say dot remote event, and then fire server, pause, target, normal, block. And you should probably space these out just to make it look neater. Okay. And then we're going to say wait and can spawn equals true. And we are just doing this so that the game doesn't glitch out. It's a weird glitch. It took me a while to figure out why, and then I added a wait, and I'm like, that fixed it, and now I feel bad because I spent like 20 minutes trying to figure out why the glitch was happening. So you better keep this wait here. Okay, so we are done with that function. Now we're going to make another function, or not make, but do another function. So player.player GUI dot build dot block dot changed connect function, and inside this function, or what this function does is it says when this value right here is changed, what will happen is it'll destroy the object. So object : destroy. I always have trouble spelling destroy because I can't remember how to type. So I can't remember how to type destroy. So I have trouble with that. So it's always a good accomplishment when I'm able to type destroy correctly. So yeah. And we're going to say object equals nil, and then object equals game dot replicated storage dot objects dot find first child player dot player GUI dot build dot block dot value dot name clone. So what this is doing is saying when we select a different block, it'll set the object to that block. Okay. And then we're going to say object dot parent equals workspace. Object dot no, we can just copy it from up here. Just copy all that and then paste it. Okay. So we are done with that one. And now we can go down, and this is a while loop. So we're going to say while mouse and equipped. So while the mouse is a thing and while equipped is true, we're going to wait just to make sure that everything's running smoothly. Also because you don't want to, if you don't add a wait there, then your game will crash because you can't run something every single frame, or else your computer just can't handle it, something running every single frame. So you have to add that wait there. Then we're going to say local position target normal. You can do pause or position. I just kind of switch between them randomly. And then if position and target and normal, just making sure that it's actually that all those are actually a thing. Then we are going to create an x. So local x is equal to math.floor position dot x plus 0.5. Yes, that is weird, but that's just how it works. And then local y is equal to math.floor position dot y plus 0.5. It's just an offset that you need if you want it to work. And then local z is equal to math.floor position dot z plus 0.5. Okay, then we're going to say local rounded position is equal to, or local rounded pause is equal to vector3 dot new x, y, and z. because this is like the rounded pause or rounded position. So it's like rounded to the nearest 0.5. Not really nearest, but like, actually, yeah, it pretty much is the nearest 0.5. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to say if rounded, so if rounded pause is a thing, and normal is a thing, then we're going to create a new variable called end pause, and we're not going to set it to anything just yet. And then we're going to say if normal dot x is greater than or is less than 0, or normal dot y is less than 0, or normal dot z is less than 0, then we will set end pause to rounded pause plus normal. And then we're going to, inside this, we're going to say else if, then we're going to click enter. Then in here, or actually, don't click enter, just type else if. And then after this, you're going to say normal is greater than 0, or normal is greater than, or why did I say normal? If normal dot x is greater than 0, or if normal dot y is greater than 0, or if normal dot z is greater than 0. Oh my gosh, why do I keep doing this? Okay. Then, and that'll instantly like do that. Then we're going to do the exact same thing, but only if it is but only if all of them are exactly 0 do we not do that. So then we're going to type, okay, I need to show you how to do it. Okay, we're going to click enter and then click else. We're going to type else and then we're going to click enter. And then we're just going to say end pause is equal to rounded pause. Okay. Actually, you know what? That is so overkill. All we need to say is end pause is equal to rounded pause plus normal, because if the normal is 0, 0, then nothing changes. I don't know what I was doing that whole time. But that works. So, I'm going to say object set primary part C frame. So we're going to set the primary parts like position basically, but C frame's a little different. We're going to say C frame dot new end pause. Okay. And then we're going to do one more thing, one more function at the end, like after everything. We're going to say script.parent.unequipped. Oh, I did archivable. Script.parent.unequipped connect function. Then we're going to say player GUI dot build dot block, or not block, build dot scrolling frame dot visible is equal to false. We're just setting its visibility to false. Then we're going to say equipped is equal to false. Then object destroy and object is equal to nil, just to make sure it's everything's gone. Okay, that is good for that local script, and we can just test that out real quick by just clicking play, clicking on our build, and then we can move it around, and it is fine. And if we really want to test it, we'll have to do the script, and this recording is already almost like 25 minutes, so that is nice. So this will be a long video, but so we're going to go into the script, and we're going to say script.parent.remote-event.onServerEvent connect function we're gonna get the the player, the position, the target, the normal, and the block. And when this is run when this happens. This fires the server, and it sends over the position, the target, the normal, and the block. And this receives that remote event. It is on server event, and when you send it over a server, when you fire the server, it gives the player, and it also gives all the arguments. So the position, the target, the normal, and the block. Okay. So the first thing that we're gonna do is say if position. Oh my gosh, I can't spell. Okay, if position. So we're just checking if position is a thing. I'm gonna say block equals block clone, and then block dot player. Oh, oops. Block dot player dot value. Because when you have a block, it has a health, a player, and a root. And we're just going to set this value. So block.player.value is player.name. And in the future, like in a future video, I'll show why that is important. But right now, just know that you need it. So we're going to say block.parent is equal to workspace, find first child, player dot team dot name dot builds dot. Okay, so that is basically saying it goes to the workspace, and if you're on the blue team, then it puts your builds in this folder right here. If you're on the red team, then it puts your builds in this folder right here. And if you're on the white team, then it puts your builds in this folder right here. Okay, so that is nice. Now we're going to say local x. Actually, you know, let's just go into here. And we can go over to here. And all you need to do is copy this. And then paste it. Or, oops. Not that whole thing. Copy this and paste it. Okay. Oh, and this is position or pause. So just change all that. And then this object is going to be block. Okay. Now, in here, this is where we make so that the blocks actually stick together. So we're going to say if target, then. So we're just checking if the target exists. We're going to say if target dot parent find first child player. Oh. Find first child player. Then. So we're just checking if the block, or if the thing that we're looking at, or not really looking at, but the thing that our mouse is on is actually like a block that a person placed. Then we're going to say local weld is equal to instance.new weld, and weld.part0, so the first part is the target, so the block that our mouse is on, and weld.part1, that's the second part that it's attached to, because it attaches two parts to each other. And this is going to be block.primary part. So it's connecting the block that we're looking at with the block that we just placed. And we're going to say weld dot C0 yeah, wait a second. weld.c0. Yeah, okay, that's a thing. I don't know why it's saying weld isn't a thing after this, but we're just gonna go with it. So weld.c0 equals target.c-frame.in or c-frame inverse, and that is a capital I. So target.c-frame.inverse. I don't really have an explanation why it's inversed, but that's just how it is. So we're gonna say weld.c1 is equal to block.primary part. Why do I keep doing that? Block.primary part dot c-frame inverse, and we're gonna say weld.parent is equal to block.primary part. Okay, so that should actually be everything, and we can test it. I'm gonna be so relieved this works first try. Okay, so this is our little thing. Place it down, and we can build off of it. Okay, finally, it worked first try, and then we can change to brick. We can build off of it. And you can do like halves, you can even put it in the corner. It's a 1 block increment, so you can build like whatever you want with it. So yeah. And yes, it does stick together. If I get rid of this, if I close, the stuff that you placed it on will stick together. Everything won't stick together, but the thing that you placed it on will stick together. In the future, I will make a better system for that. Oh gosh, I'm dying. Ah, okay, well, that happened. In the future, I will make a system that's better than just setting a weld for that. But for now, that is good enough. So I will see you guys in the next one, and bye.